We should not be fooled and beguiled by what they're going through. They do have success in terms of the dunyawi respect. Last khutbah we talked about what is success, what is the definition of success. And a believer has a specific definition of success which they are not fulfilling. True success for the Muslim is to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to actually undergo stress and difficulties in this life. Even if the political situation is good, if the situation that we're going through financially is very good, a believer will still have to undergo struggles. And this is mujahada of the nafs, jihad of the nafs, meaning controlling one's desires. This world is not meant for you and I to enjoy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't make it for that. He has allowed certain things to be permissible, and that is fine, as long as we're within the boundaries of what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has showed us. So Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam did have some enjoyments, but he was such a person that led a very ascetic life, despite the fact of having the capability of having a very luxurious life. And we all know the very famous hadith where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam explains that Jibreel alayhi salam came to him and he said, if you like the entire mountain, and in Mecca they're surrounded by mountains, he says all of these mountains can be turned into gold for you and it'll follow you wherever you would like. Meaning he could be the richest man ever. There's no person in the history of humanity who had that much wealth where you have mountains of gold following you wherever you want. This was possible for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He could have had it. All he had to say is, yes, I want it. And he could have defeated his opponents. He could have controlled everyone. He could have had a dominion over the earth. In another narration, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam caught a jinn. It was trying to mess with him when he was performing his tahajjud. There was a shaitan, and he caught the shaitan. And he said to the Sahaba the next morning, I could have brought the shaitan before you, but I remembered the dua of Sulaiman alayhi salam, who asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in his prayer, which is in the Quran, Oh Allah, forgive me and give me a mulk and a kingdom that no one else will have. So I wanted for him to retain that luxury and that gift that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him of having dominion that no one else will have. Otherwise, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam could have had that. Meaning he could have tamed that jinn and he could have made it present, and he could have had all control over all jinn if he wanted as well. So he could have had as many riches as he liked. Also physical power, as we know Sulaiman alayhi salam had a lot of power due to the jinn. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states that they would dive deep into the ocean and extract pearls and gems for Sulaiman. Struggle in life. It's very for you and I, but we know our Palestine. Actually, not even life was given to us to struggle. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises that though Allah ta'ala talks about this for Allah when they're standing, when they're sitting, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone, there is no partner to you. Save us from the fire of Jahannam. So elect over the universe, and they always conclude with, it might be kept for you in the akhirah. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do you know how many times you woke up for tahajjud? Who the effort that you have made? And it knows that, it's recorded, and you will get reward for that. الَّذِينَ هَاجَرُوا مِنْهُمْ سَيِّئَاتِهِمْ وَلَأُدْخِلَنَّهُمْ جَنَّاتٍ تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارُ. Difficulties, stress. They were forced, destroyed. They were forced out of their homes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, belief in Allah. That's the only reason. Forces against the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah who will support His deen, this dunya, asking us at all times. So they were killed. Various types of sin. But do وَلَأُدْخِلَنَّهُمْ جَنَّاتٍ تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارُ. This is a reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No one people who undergo difficult Rasulullah's difficulties. Allah is saying that Rasulullah, you're signing up for difficulty. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's pleasure. Waits for a person in Jannah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says words cannot. He says in one hadith, I've never seen something like this. Nor for you. He has already everything that you have. He makes something that is beyond your wildest kind of things that people are making. Jannah is far. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encourages. The fire of Jahannam due to his sins. Everyone's already in Jannah when he approaches the gate. He's not sure if he should ask. He was just in, do you want to go to Jannah? So he starts asking for different. And then at the end, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then Allah saw no Hajj. This is the last person to enter Jannah. what is waiting for them. When you put your faith in Jesus, but He will give you the perseverance and undergoing the most difficult situation gave them this power. When the kuffar are watching what the brother did, and I'm happy for what, how is this person having so much faith? Their family completely gone. In one bombing, he lost 4 moments were gone. For us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if I was put into that situation at this, and it's meaningless. There's no Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me a new life. Empire is the empire of the hereafter. When they see what is the kingdom of the akhirah, cannot be deceived. La yaghur. Had they drink a little bit and then their destination. Those who sacrifice for the sake of Allah. For those people, لهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين underneath is a very beautiful scene. You really want something. You want anything else. Allah says, وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ اللَّهَ. He's having it rooted by the angels and the scribes. Letting them do that. They're Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're left alone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, many of them, most of them, read your kitab. If they were to have iman and taqwa, we would have opened for them the door. However, they denied. بِمَا كَانُوا يَكْسِبُونَ. So what is their sin? I'm Arabic, fine, reading ignorant of deen, and we are taking it. Why have we limited Quran and Hadith to ulama? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, before this, He talked her. كَتَبَنَا عَلَى بَنِي قَتَلَ نَفْسًا. If what you have stated or what saved all of humanity, that were sent to after that. If they saying of deception before I criticize me, I will keep on doing ذَلِكَ فَبْرِزَ.
And when you go, so if M goes to park and where we're allowed, so don't shoot me, your car, your warning. But repercussions with the management and with our neighboring, or at worst you might get told saying, why can't you organize yourselves, park in the wrong places.
ولا يغرها عن المنغصات ثم هو حمين بشيرا ونذيرا كثيرا. أما بعد فإن الآيات الواردة عنها ودعوتهم إلى الآخرة فيها مشهورة وجملة من الآخرة إلا مثل سجن المؤمن وجنة الكافر منها شربة فآثروا ما يبقى على ما يبقى إلا كراكب استظل تحت شجرة طيئة يؤثرون الحياة الدنيا ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ به ورسوله ورسلما كذا. ألا خير الكلام وكل محدثة بدعة وكل الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في الدين والأنصار والذين تبعوا في الغار وعمر الفاروق المرتضى أسد جل وأتم وأهم وأعلى.
الله إلا الله الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة.
Make space for those coming in. الرحمن الرحيم نستعين أنعمت عليهم غيرين خلق فسوى فجعل إلا ما شاء وما يخفى ولا سيذكر يحيى قد بل تؤثرون إن إبراهيم وموسى حمده. الله أكبر الله أكبر. العالمين الرحمن وإياك نستعين أنعمت عليهم غير عاملة نانية ليس لا ولا يغني من بعدها راضية فيها عين جارية أفلا ينظر إلى الجبال أنت مذكر فيعيبهم ثم إن الله أكبر أكبر.